Hi guys, welcome to another video from the MBA channel of Career Launcher. In today's video, what we want to go ahead and discuss is a very often asked query as to when should I go ahead and write the non-CAT mocks in order to prepare for the non-CAT exams. Now, in order to answer that, let us first look at what we so-called call the date sheet of the exams. We've heard this term during class 10 and 12 examination, and it's back here again during the competitive season for the MBA entrance examinations. So if we look at the Nmap exam, which kind of kicks off this season, this exam generally happens across a 70 to 75 day window. In 2019, it is starting off on the 4th of October and ending up on the 17th of December. The second exam in this gamut of MBA examinations is actually the CAT exam, which starts off this year on the 24th of November, and as always, it's in the last week of November. The IFT exam is at a difference of roughly 1 week from the CAT exam, and it's on the 1st of December in 2019. This is then closely followed by the MyCAT and SNAP exams. They are generally back to back on a Saturday and Sunday. The SNAP exam is always on the second Sunday of December, which means the 15th of December this year. MyCAT expected to be around the 14th. The XAT exam again is on the first Sunday of January, this year on the 5th. The TISNET exam, that is one exam that keeps varying. It's either on the Saturday before the XAT exam or on a Saturday after the XAT exam. So we need to wait to know what the date sheet for that exam would be. So if I'm looking at all these exams, we realize that the Nmat exam kicks off the season. So the Nmat preparation now has to be dependent on when you write that exam, since it's such a long window. Now the Nmat exam allows you to write that paper thrice. Ideally, perhaps once or twice is the sweet spot, because you need to end up paying quite a bit as well. Each attempt costs you about 4,000 to 4,500 bucks. So if I'm looking at 2 attempts, that means the first attempt ideally needs to be somewhere around the 2nd to the 5th of November. The reason being, the result will be out in 4 weeks. So the best part is the result would be out after CAT. So in case you've not done too well, it's not going to impact your CAT exam. In fact, it might even be out right after the IFT exam, so it might not have impacted that either. Now, the ideal attempt to take the second attempt, or the ideal time to take the second attempt, would actually be somewhere around the 7th or the 8th of December. The reason being, first is your IFT, 15th is your SNAP, so somewhere between that. Also, Nmat and SNAP are slightly similar in terms of the paper pattern and the syllabus. So if I'm looking at it from that perspective, and the first exam is on the 2nd or the 3rd of November, that means if you want to write about 6 or 7 mocks and you want to space them to say not more than 2 mocks a week, that automatically means 3 or 4 weeks before that, which means you should have started writing your mocks latest by probably the first week of October. Now we go ahead and we write the Nmat exams ourselves at Career Launcher. This year I'll be writing it on the 4th of October, and we'll share what the paper pattern was like, what the kind of questions were like. So that might supplement your preparation as well. Now moving on to the IFT exam. Once again, IFT is an exam for which you don't have a lot of time, just 1 week after CAT. So that's just 7 days. So what you basically need to go ahead and do is, if I have to write 4 or 5 mocks, a couple of them have to be before CAT. Ideally, perhaps around the first week of November, right after your Nmat, take a couple of IFT mocks till say the 10th or the 12th, then keep some space, prepare for your CAT over the next 2 weeks, and then in the 1 week before CAT, write 3 more mocks. Those mocks should actually be a mixture of the actual IFT papers previously and some of the mocks, of CL. Followed closely after IFT is the SNAP exam or the Nmat. So now if you've taken a reattempt of Nmat, which is on the 7th or 8th, spend the next 4-5 days to write a couple more Nmat mocks. If you've not taken the reattempt, then that basically means you have 14 days for SNAP, which should suffice to write about 5 or 6 mocks. And if you've taken the reattempt, that means for SNAP you have just 4 or 5 days after the Nmat paper. So that should mean you write about 3 mocks between IFT and SNAP. Followed closely by SNAP is actually the XAT exam, for which now you have 20 days, which is a good amount of time. Ensure you write about 7 or 8 mocks in this window. Preparation will be focused on higher level English, slightly higher level math, and decision making, which is slightly unique. If you want to know when to write the TISNET mocks, TISNET doesn't require a lot of preparation, so the time after that, in case the TISNET exam is after that, should suffice. This should ideally be the preparation plan that you follow and the methodology that you follow in writing your non-CAT mocks. Hope the video helped you. All the very best.
Career Launcher. Make your parents explode with joy.